Friday night out in West Texas, truck stop light flickering red. Mud on my boots and a Bible I ain't never really read. A little chapel out back, got a cross hanging off, killed a half broke. Door hinge squeal like an old dog, ain't mercy's rotten smoke. I used to think if I heard long enough, somebody come set me free. But the only thing that ever opened quick was a part of me that ain't clean. Wind cut straight through my coat, makes the hymn sign rattle loose. And I hear my name in the static, half prayer, half news. Preacher told me, son, your sin got weight, don't drag it through the light. I laughed like I was bulletproof, then I carried it every night. Love came in mean and pretty, like a wildfire in a dress, and I let it burn my better side till there weren't much left to bless. So I shut heaven behind me, hard enough to shake the frame. Not cause I hated the daylight, I just quit begging for a name. If salvation's a stranger, he don't know my kind of scars. I walk back to the real me under cheap motel stars. Yeah, I shut heaven behind me, heard that latch hit like a gun, and the truth was cold as river rock. The devil ain't the only one. 2 weeks back in Amarillo, she leaned on a rusty hood. Black lipstick, bruised knuckles, smelled like gasoline and sugar. She said, you still talk to God? I said, baby, he don't pick up mine. She smirked and quit calling him rescue, be your own damn lifeline. We kissed like we were trying to start a fight with the whole wide world. That little steel cross on my neck burned hot, my mama's gift, now curled. Then her ex rolled in that eye sharp, hand low by his belt. And the night went dead quiet, like the desert held its breath and knelt. He said, you think you're righteous? I said, man, I ain't claimed that once. She whispered, don't you go soft, like mercy was something you punish. I felt that old corruption, sweet and slick, crawl up my spine. My trigger hand twitched like it remembered how to pray in bloodline. I told my reflection in the mirror glass, boy, you know where this ends. It stared back, dead honest, same place you always pretend. So I shut heaven behind me, yeah, I did it with my head held still. Not cause I'm proud of the darkness, I'm proud I paid my bill. I lit that love like a match, but watched it eat up all my lies. Then I washed my hands in rainwater, no choir, no alibis. I buried that, please save me, note under ash and broken glass. And I carved one vow in my palm, I won't run from what I am. I shut heaven behind me, and I finally heard this true redemption ain't a door that opens, it's the man that walks through.
Floor was cold on my cheek, clock said sometime past 1. No witnesses but the ceiling fan and the body half undone. Bottle tip like a preacher who forgot what he swore. I tried to stand, knees buckled, kissed the dirt of that floor. Nobody wrote these hours down, no headline, no sound, just sweat pooling like confession where my shadow fell down. I asked the dark, is this it? Is this where men fall? The dark didn't answer back, just let me get old. I talked to God through my teeth, said you see this mess. Silence that heavy as iron, said more than a yes. My love burned fast and crooked, left deep marks in my soul. She said pain makes men honest, then she took control. They call it will when you ride with blood in your mouth. They clap when you walk back in from the dead down south. But I call it bone forge quiet, night after night, when nobody's watching and you still choose the fire. Yeah, they call it strength when you finally stand tall. I call it what grew in the dark when I answered the phone. Sun came up through dirty blinds, same room, same sin. Mirror showed a thinner man with thicker skin. I wrapped my knuckles, split them open just to feel real. Laid my old cross on the sink like a busted deal. Voice in my head said, boy, you gonna quit today. I said, nah, but I might bear another piece on the way. Street outside kept moving, trucks grown low and slow. World don't stop for your wars, it just wants to know. Devil grinned and my habit said you already mine. I spit blood, said maybe, but I'm paying full price. Wash my hands in cold water, watched it turn rust red. Didn't pray for forgiveness, just clarity instead. They call it will when you rise with scars they can see. When the weight finally shows up as authority. But I know the truth, it was hammered in place. On nameless nights when I crawl back to my face. No choir sang it, no light broke through. Just a man who stood up when he had every excuse not to. If there's redemption in this, it ain't clean or polite. His bones set hard in the dark, so I don't break in the light. Dawn cracked in over a border town street. Dust still hanging where his boots dragged heat. He didn't scrub the blood from under his nail. Didn't lie to himself, saying it fade or fail. Church bell rang once, then quit halfway through. Like he even got to do better than to push him to. He stood in the wind with his coat half torn, past clinging to him like a second form. Old man on the porch said, son, you haunted. He nodded once, that was all he wanted. A woman loved him hard, loved him mean. Lived teeth in his heart where trust had been. He carried his sin like a holy relic. Not to show, not to sell, not to make it poetic. Like others wear crosses to keep their ground. He wore every wrong like proof he'd been down. Didn't beg for clean, didn't ask for light. Just kept that weight close so he'd walk right. I caught him miles from where the highway bends. Fire low, hands shaking like old friends. He burned her, let her slow, watched the words curl black. Ash stuck to his skin, no taking that back. Mirror in the truck showed a man split clean. One side learned mercy, one side mean. He said out loud, it's the price you pay. Silence answered steady, didn't look away. Devil rolled shotgun, said, you scared of me yet? He wiped his blade and said, not scared, just said. Washed his hands in creek, water cold as steel. Didn't pray for pardon, prayed he'd feel.
He carried his sin like a sacred thing, like a soldier keeps scars from the wars he's been in. When the dark leaned close and asked, "You still afraid?" He answered by moving step after step unshaved. No heaven swung open, no choir arrived, just a man still walking and that man alive. If redemption showed up, it wasn't polite, it was learning to stand with your shadow in sight. Sun was barely up, rust on the rail yard gate, concrete still sweating from last night's hate. Doctor said, "You're done." Preacher said, "Let go." Even my own reflection said, "Man, you already know." Blood dried dark on my knuckle, shirt stuck to my back. Every number says 0, no road, no slack. I leaned on the wall where the sirens fade, world holding his breath, waiting on me to cave. I asked myself quiet, "You still gotta say?" Voice in my chest said, "Ain't leaving today." Hope wasn't coming, faith stayed thin, so I stood on nothing but pure stubborn skin. I didn't stay 'cause tomorrow looked kind. I stayed 'cause I won't let the world pick my time. Call it spite, call it sin, call it wrong to exist, but my breath right now is a clenched fist. Yes, I didn't survive for mercy or fame. My living itself is resistance to pain. I came back hard, found me by the tracks, fire from the plant humming deep in cracks. She said, "You're empty." I said, "I know." She kissed like a warning and told me to go. I lit my cigarette off a busted sign, read my name and the smoke crossed out the line. Mirror in the bathroom shook when I leaned in close. I said, "You're still breathing." It said, "Against the odds." Most devil in my ear said, "This ends bad." I said, "Yeah, but it ends when I say it does, man." Wash my hands in sink, water cold as a blade. Didn't pray for a future, just swore I'd stay. I didn't stand 'cause the dark went away. I stood 'cause I learned how to live in its weight. If logic says fall, I answer with spine. Every step forward saying, "Still mine." No halo showed up, no choir replied, just a man who refused to politely die. If there's any truth left worth holding tight, my existence alone is the fight. Morning came ugly, smoke still in your lungs. Boots half melted, tongue tasted like rusting guns. No crowd waiting, no hands clapping clean, just scorched concrete where your shadow used to be. You stood there blinking through heat and doubt. Every sign said collapse, but you stayed upright. The place that burned, you still hung behind, like it wanted one last piece of your mind. You checked your pulse, said yeah, still here. Didn't feel brave, just real damn clear. Hope didn't show, forgiveness stayed gone, so you leaned on awareness and moved on. You walked out of the ashes without looking back. Not louder, not cleaner, just off the track. Didn't need pardon, didn't need truth, didn't need anyone to approve your proof. If they call it cold, let them say what they want. You didn't rise pretty, you rose done. Hanging by the refinery lights, still sang low like a prayer with a knife. She said, you still burning, you said only when I stop. She touched your scar, then she backed off. Mirror in the truck, showed her face held tight. Eyes learned something about surviving the fire. You pulled that chain from your neck, kissed the cross one slow. Set it on the dash, said you don't get to own me no more. Dog leaned in close, said you're scared of me now. You kept walking, said you already showed me how. Wash your hands in a puddle black with oil and rain. Didn't pray for peace, just swore no return to flame.